If you want to know what's going on in Rockingham County government, check out Rockingham County 411. If you're interested in county governmental programs, projects, and services, don't miss Rockingham County 411. Public Information Officer Mabel Scott will share important, crucial news you can use with Rockingham County 411.
Rockingham County 411 would like to present to you our new chairman of the Rockingham County Board of Commissioners, Charlie Hall. Thank you so much for being with us today, Mr. Hall.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
What does it entail to be a part of the Board of Commissioners?
Well, the commissioners, we're kind of guardians of the taxpayers' money and of the resources of the community.
Mm-hmm.
So we try to take care of, to be sure that money is spent wisely. Let's put it that way.
Okay. So one of the important roles is to make sure that all the money is taken care of and...
Yes, and a lot of other things that flow through us that we don't particularly start or develop, but for example, airport funds and other grant monies that flow to other agencies, a lot of times flow through the county commissioners for review to be sure that we feel like that they apply to the community or that they're valid uses of the taxpayers' money.
Mm-hmm. And so that's why we see the school board and we see the people from Rockingham Community College coming over here.
That's true. Yeah, we fund the schools, buildings, maintenance and operations. While we don't control anything to do with administration or curricula, we do handle maintenance and we provide the buildings. So that's why they come to us, for example, if they need money for roofs or HVAC units, those type things, we provide those funds.
And with all of the new expansion going on at RCC.
Exactly. As you're aware, a couple of years ago, the taxpayers approved a 1/4-cent sales tax increase. And the college is now working through the drawings and approvals to build that facility. And they just did a presentation for us a couple of meetings ago, and they'll come again in early April and do another presentation just to let the taxpayers know how they're progressing and where that stands.
And we're moving towards providing even more support for youngsters as they go through and matriculate at RCC and prepare for the workforce that's coming here and moving here and expanding right now.
That's true. That's why this is so important for us, is just within the last 2 years, we've added, or we'll be adding, about 1,300 jobs in the community through the Economic Development Office's work. So those jobs are coming, and so we need to get ready for them. We need to retrain our folks for these successful careers.
That's good. So how do you stay connected with your constituents?
Well, it's been kind of tough this past year. But I say right now it's primarily email and telephone. But I try to be in the community and be around. But this year it's kind of been tough. So we respond to emails. I try to respond to phone calls timely. Sometimes I'm a little slow on those, but usually I get them returned.
That's good. That's good. Why did you even decide to run for county commissioner?
Well, we had a lot of friends around the community that had asked me to run. They encouraged me to run. And I felt like this was an opportunity to really make a difference in the community. I had been involved in several community activities and countywide activities such as the Salvation Army and the United Way. And this was another opportunity to try to be of help.
And then when you think about what you do in your career, that's a lot of good expertise that you bring to the board.
Well, I appreciate that. I think it gives me a different perspective a lot of times than some of the other careers, and that's important.
So what are some of the main accomplishments you're real proud of that Rockingham County government has already completed?
Well, I did make a few notes about that, but a couple of things we've done in 2019, we hired a new economic development director, and she has done a great job.
She has.
She's brought in probably 10 big deals amounting to $923 million in investment in this community and about 1,300 jobs.
Wow.
So just in 2 years, we've done those kind of developments. So it's wonderful. We've got a lot of residential activity that's heating up. So we're very excited about that activity as well. So those are a couple of things that I'm very pleased with.
Whenever you say JOBS, everybody is excited.
Well, that's it. People need to feel part of being successful and having a quality of life is having a good career close to your home. Low taxes, and Rockingham County provides that.
Low taxes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Put that in bold.
Exactly.
What are some of the key areas that you want to see Rockingham County government tackle in the next year?
Well, we're talking about communication. We've already touched on that a little bit. That's a big item. Internet and cell phone access is no longer a luxury item. As we've learned through this pandemic, we need the ability to work from home, to work remotely. And there are several areas in Rockingham County that are just not served well for broadband and for cell coverage. So we're really pushing to try to get those areas served. In order to do that, we've applied for a couple of grants. There have been 2 phases of great grants to help improve broadband access. So we're working on that. Again, dealing with communication, we're working on upgrading the website. We've heard about that for years, and for differing reasons, they've had issues, but it looks like we've got the right supporter or right partner now. And so we should be seeing that later this year, and I think that'll make it easier for folks to come on our website and find information and access that. You kind of draw up when people say, oh, go to the website, it's there. And then we all get confused trying to go through and navigate through these different pages. So hopefully this will make it easier for us to communicate to the residents of the county.
In order to make sure that people know where to go to get the information they need.
That's right. One more item, again, communication, is in our planning and zoning department. We're trying to complete the e-Track-It system, which would allow builders and developers to submit plans online. They can apply for building and zoning permits online, pay for them online, and then follow the inspection process online. So that will allow developers who may live further away to interact with our local folks here very efficiently and very effectively. And so that's another thing that we're hoping to handle this year. Backing up to my first comment regarding the internet, we won't fix that this year, but it's something we're working on. As a matter of fact, statewide, county commissioners have identified this as their #1 legislative goal for the state. So we're working with them, and hopefully we'll see some ways to improve or to encourage development in those areas.
And I'm sure people can appreciate what you just said, especially because of all we've gone through with COVID and with the youngsters having to do the remote learning and so many people having to work from home. You just need that support.
You do, and that's something we've got to work on. And as you said, it was really highlighted this year with all these things.
Yes, yes. What are some other issues or concerns that you often hear from citizens and you think maybe we can solve?
Well,
and I bet you hear the whole gamut.
I do. Again, we're going to go back to communication. Broadband is by far the #1 issue. Connectivity to the internet and cell phone service. Again, I said about the state, but that is by far the biggest item. Of course, and you still hear the other issues, keep our taxes low, we need good services that make sense. But at this point, broadband is by far the big concern.
Within the next 3 years, where do you see Rockingham County?
Well, I think the Workforce Development Center being constructed, getting that program going at the college to help support these 1,300 jobs that will be coming is going to be important. I think that's going to be wonderful. We'll be training people for successful careers right here in the community. We've got a lot of investment in the county that's, again, going to be helping to keep our property taxes low and our quality of life high. So that's good. I think the growing jobs will also bring a lot of other state-of-the-art services to the community. Because what we don't put in these numbers are the support services that these companies are going to require in order to operate. And then, again, to add on or to multiply these 1,300 jobs, maybe another 2 or 3 times. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity that's kind of just below the radar.
All building up together.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
How can we get more citizens involved in Rockingham County government?
Again, communication seems to be the theme today, doesn't it? We need good people to serve on boards. There are all kinds of advisory boards that we have in this community. We have planning board, we have animal shelter, we have the library board of trustees, the airport authority, parks and recreation advisory board, litter prevention board. And people say, well, we don't know how to get involved. Well, on our website, and here again, it's a little bit cryptic, but let me tell you, if you go to our website, in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, it says, I want to. Click on that. It says, I want to, in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. And then you'll see volunteer/recognition. Click on that button, and that shows you all the advisory boards. It gives you the opportunity to apply to serve on one of these boards. And that's a wonderful way to help your community, to bring your expertise to the public, to be able to serve the community. And we need good folks.
And then you can apply online and
Yes.
just type in the information, your name, and it goes directly to Jennifer Woods.
That's correct. That's right.
And then you all, as the county commissioners, will make the decisions.
Right. We appoint those folks to those commissions on a regular basis.
So why do you love Rockingham County?
Well, Mabel, I'm from here. My family is from Rockingham County. And so, but additionally, I'm in the construction industry. I've traveled my whole life around the state, around the region. And to me, Rockingham County is just so beautiful. And with low taxes, beautiful rural living, good, friendly people, it just offers everything that I could ask for in a community.
And what you're saying sounds similar to what I've heard other people talk about whose jobs have given them the opportunity to look elsewhere, and then they keep saying, but Rockingham County has a little bit more. And it just lets you know you're in the right place at the right time.
It does. It does. We have quick access to larger communities, but we don't pay that high fee to live near those other communities. We have wonderful rural living. We have great friends in the area, and again, low taxes.
Low taxes.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Well, I just appreciate the opportunity to serve, and this has been a great experience for me. And again, the trust that the residents of the community have placed in me is just very humbling. And so I do appreciate that. Thank you, and thank you.
And we appreciate you serving. Thank you so much. Our new chairman of the Rockingham County Board of Commissioners, Mr. Charlie Hall. You can see why he loves Rockingham County and why he wants to serve. And we want you to remember, in Rockingham County, you're in a good place.